Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thanks for your patience and welcome to what I would describe as a watershed moment in the life of the GBN. Again, that's good afternoon to you, to all of the artists, to all of our sponsors, all of the planners of this really great event. My name is Joseph Cadore and I'll be your host for this afternoon's draw, which is in fact the GBN Spice Up the Carenage Soca Monarch edition. As you can well appreciate, Spice Up the Carenage has been and has always been one of the premier events on the calendar of the GBN. But certainly as time progresses, we find the need to change things a bit and evolve the product. And this evening, while yes, we want to keep the same excitement and fervor and the engagement that we have with you, the general public, and the artists, as we celebrate, we get into Spice Mass, and we engage our stakeholders, the sponsors. Certainly you can appreciate we have tweaked things a bit this year, and hopefully as we get ready, we're getting ready for this, and a really exciting next couple 2 weeks as we get ready today to do the dip for the GBN Spice Up the Carenage Soca Monarch edition. Time is fast spent, and so to start things off, I would like to invite Ms. Janelle McDonald, the Chief Operations Officer of the Grenada Broadcasting Network, to share a few words. Please give her a hearty welcome. Ms. Janelle McDonald.
Thank you, Joseph. And good afternoon, everyone. That's a kind of lukewarm good afternoon, but there's a soca artist in the house. Good afternoon. Hello, Spice Mass and Spice Up his energy. So, I am delighted to welcome all of you here this afternoon to our inaugural Spice Up the Carenage, the Soca Monarch edition. Spice Up the Carenage, it has been a cultural hub for Carnival over the years. It's the event that historically featured the various elements of Spice Mass, from the music, both the soca and the calypso, steel pan, fancy mass, or carnival queen, fashion, and even food. And this weekend I was trying to remember the genesis of Spice Mass, and I actually had to reach out to one of our former producers to guide me through. And we went back to as far as before Ivan, and we still couldn't date the start, but we know Spice Up is at least 20 years old this year. Spice Up has provided a platform for the up-and-coming artists as well as the big guns, whetting the appetites of revelers and preparing them for all our Carnival has to offer. This year, we are excited to introduce a new highlight to our event, as well as, showcase the various elements, which is the norm for Spice Up the Carenage. We are thrilled to have 30 exceptional artists, and I say exceptional because I've been following your music, and they're very creative and very exciting, and we thank you for all the contributions you are making to Carnival. Without you, I keep saying, without the artists providing music, we can have a fete for the season. So your contributions to Spice Mass, it's really invaluable. I also want to extend a warm welcome and say thank you to our sponsors, or partners I call them, because without you, we would not have the resources to do anything at all. And I know your resources are taxed because you are as well called upon to assist with a lot of the relief efforts that are ongoing in Carrick and other affected areas. And while some said, we really can't, you stood by us and you said, we will support so we can have a Spice Up, because it is essential and integral to our Carnival product. Your support is invaluable and greatly appreciated. So as we prepare to kick things off on this Friday, July 26th, on what I always say is probably one of the most beautiful spots, the scenic Carenage. Our aim is to transform the beautiful waterfront into a dynamic stage that will reflect the best of our soca music and our culture. And this meeting is crucial for us to finalize the order of appearance. As you will hear in a short while, we do have 4 contenders who are also in the national Soca Monarch competition. So automatically, those 4 will perform first on Friday before the other 26 of you will get a chance to dip. So they will tell you a bit more about how the numbers are arranged this evening. But I just want to say that our goal is to create an environment where you can perform at your best and our audience can enjoy every moment of it. I'm going to encourage you to keep your performances clean. We are a G-rated audience. We cater to both TV and radio. So if you have PG versions of your song, those are for the vets. Keep it nice and clean and engaging. The crowd is going to determine, they play a major role in determining who the winner will be. The competition has 3 rounds. So on Friday, it's the preliminaries. 30 of you will be competing. Thereafter, the following Friday, there is a semi-final, which will be broken down to 15 people. And the final stage of the competition on the 9th of August, 10 of you will be on that Spice Up stage. So we're looking forward to an exciting evening. Let's make Spice Up the Carenage a spectacular celebration of soca music and a highlight in our carnival season. Thank you once again, and I look forward to seeing all of you shine on the Spice Up stage on Friday. Blessings all.
Again, put your hands together for the Chief Operations Manager Officer at the and Ms. Janelle McDonald. Great. Now, I guess it's about the time when we start going, check, check. Mayday, mayday. The thing is about to start. It's going to be exciting. I normally say to people that I'm not necessarily one of those bona fide knockabout carnival individuals, but just somehow there's always an excitement that comes with it. But I know you guys are really, really excited about it. Yes, smoke goes. Yeah, I know you're just reading it off your T-shirt. I know you guys are really, really excited about it, and I'm certainly hoping that we can really and truly put a mark on the Spice Month calendar for this inaugural GBN Spice of the Carenage Soca Monarch. Now, it's going to pan out next week Friday, and certainly you would. The general public and certainly yourself would want to get an appreciation as to the criteria. What is it exactly that we are looking for? So, I'm going to share it with you. Because of course, certainly the judges will score each artist based on these criteria, and one of the highest total score will be crowned as the Soca Monarch. So there is performance, lyrics and originality, melody and arrangement, and there's a crowd response. Now, response, I get 20. That's just for me. But I'm not performing, so you don't have to worry about me. I don't have to worry about me. So let's talk performance. Performance is 40 points. Each artist will be judged on their stage presence, energy, and crowd interaction. So whether you choose to want to stand in the middle and think it is Holy Sunday or Holy Friday, or you want to be really Bacchanal Friday, in the making, the junior version, it will be totally up to you. But keep in mind, you get 40 points for performance, which includes your on-stage presence, energy, and crowd interaction. Then there is lyrics and originality. Are you doing the soca song I did last year? Or are you coming nice and clean and crisp, straight out of the closet with something that we've never heard before? So there's 30 points for the creativity and originality of the lyrics. Yes, that would be key. So you get 30 points of that. Then there is 20 points for melody and arrangement. That's the overall musical composition and how well it engages the audience. Yes? So if you're going to sing Mary, make sure it's the best engaging version of Mary Had a Little Lamb. But I tell you though, that lamb ain't little anymore. Mary's lamb is all grown up. So be careful about that one. And then there is 10 points for crowd response. When you tell them move, do they move when you move? Or do they stand still and look at you as though they're asking, oh my God, what's wrong with him? Yeah? But you will decide. I'm not worried about any of those. Yes, but certainly. So again, just there is, and so the judges should score you based on that. Again, the criteria, 40 points. There's lyrics and originality, 30 points. Melody and arrangement, 20 points. And for crowd response, you get a full 10 points. And again, you want to be mindful when you, even just for your knowledge and for you, the general public, because very often people get thrown away with the crowd response. So the crowd went hee-haw, they did backflips and all of that, and you think certainly that is a winner. But keep in mind, while you may maximize on the 10 points, there is 3 other areas that the judges are looking for. So again, keep that in mind. So we've gotten that out of the way. We must say that while we're excited, there's a fervor, there's energy, a vibe, a euphoria in the air. We certainly could not have put on this event without our sponsors, our supporters. And sometimes we don't always call them our sponsors, but we refer to them as partners in this media entity. Yes, that is always there to support us, and we want to say thanks to you. So we want to invite our sponsors on board to share with us, and we're going to start because it's the way we flow. It is just the way we flow. We want to call Ms. Roseanne Hughes, and she's the Marketing and Communication Executive from Flow. I welcome her to share.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good afternoon to everyone here present. Afternoon. All right, and good afternoon to everyone who is joining us in the virtual world. I'm assuming that it's the nerves that have y'all this quiet, but we are definitely looking forward to what you have to bring to the stage. There are 30 of you, and Flow, being the network that moves with you, we were more than excited to be part of the Spice Up the Carenage Soca Monarch edition. So as you're going to be dipping today to see who is going to perform in which order, we wanted to make sure that we extended best wishes to each and every one of you. Right? So we're going to be there supporting you on all 3 Fridays, and we're also going to have a special team there, so persons who may need to benefit from the different specials that we're having for Spice Mass, they'll be able to benefit from that as well. We're also going to be powering Spice Up the Carenage, meaning we are the official telecoms supporter, so we're going to have Wi-Fi and be able to ensure that everyone, both on the Carenage and looking at us virtually, will get the best view possible. So I'm not trying to put more nerves on you. I see some people start holding their chins already. This is just to show you that we're serious. This is big. You have to help us bring in the excitement of Carnival. So we wish you the best of luck throughout, and of course we're also going to have a special token for those of you who succeed. Right? You'll hear more about that as we continue. So thank you again for partnering with us, GBN. Again, we appreciate the opportunity and we stand with you. Right? So Flow, the network that moves with you, I'll allow you to flow along now.
Thank you, Roseanne Hughes, and she's the Marketing and Communication Executive at Flow. Folks, procrastination is a thief of time, and we're not here to indulge in that this afternoon. We're here to get the show on the road. And again, we want to say thanks to all of our partners. And as Roseanne said, at the GBN, we either go big or we go home. So you can appreciate why we've partnered with the likes of Flow and other members of Corporate Grenada to ensure that, because in fact, this is not just for today, and you may not be aware that Spice Up the Carenage and our Ms. McDonald spoke of it, hinted to it initially. You have a lot of soca artists who've used the Spice Up the Carenage as their gateway to their success, the likes of the Bray and Killer, Mr. Killer. They are all products of Spice Up the Carenage. But this one is the Soca Monarch edition, and we're getting ready to do the Great Dip. Yes, so you've waited, now you are here. Now each artist I would call your name, you would come up and you will do the dip. You will draw. You will provide me the number. Confirm it. But we did say to you that we'll start with 4 of the artists that is participating in the semifinals. That's already so. I'm going to call. I have Mr. All of a sudden his name just left my head, you know. CJ. No, I know the CJ part. I don't remember. What's his last name again? Hi CJ, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Good.
Hold my mic. I just to say hi, you grabbing my mic and all of that. So, ladies and gentlemen, CJ is here and he's going to ask me as we dip for the first 4 of the artists, a total of 30, and we do the first 4 and then we follow with the remaining 26. So, you are ready, CJ?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're ready for this. So we're going to dip for Joshua Redhead, Little Josh. And okay, Gina, come and talk to me. So again, I just need a little roll call from my producer. We must have missed something here. Right. I'm not sure if it's. It must be old age. It must be old age. I mean, if President Biden couldn't appreciate when it's time to bow out, the only consolation is I still have a few more years under my belt, so I'm not too worried about that. Yes. So we are going to go with Ryan DeRiggs, Riggy Atmosphere, and that would be the draw for the first person. We're going to call on Mrs. John McDonald to assist with the process. Okay, so Ryan, he sings in position number 1. Yes? Sings in position number 1. We also have Shamak Duncan. And I'd like to call on Ms. Hughes to assist with the process. So we're going to wait. Let's see. Now tell me who's nervous. Tell me who's really nervous. Right. And for the purpose of those who's outside, our viewers and listeners, we want you to appreciate that the 4 artists, they will be performing on the same day as in Grenville. So in case you want whether or not there's nothing untowards about what's happening here, it just, of course, we just ensure that we cover everybody. So we have 2. We also have Leonie Patrick. And I would like to call. I see this. I want to call on my producer, if not one of the artists, to come. And again, reminding you, this is just. Tell us what's the number. So she sings in position number 4. And I think there's one more missing on the list. There's just, well, we don't need to necessarily call, but this is for Leroy Moses Williams. And his position is number 3. Yes? Number 3. So, we've got the first 4. Now we get down to where the rubber meets the road. For those of you that is here, if somebody can be nice enough to lend me a pen. Yes? Lend me your pen as we do the draw. Once we call you, please feel free to come up, and we make this as quick as possible. Yes? Great. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We start with Joshua Redhead, Little Josh. If you're here, we'd appreciate it. Someone should come up and dip on his behalf. Yes? So Joshua Redhead, he is now making his draw. Just put your hands in there, pick one up.
Number 7.
So he sings in position number 7. Yes, number 7. We move to Markinson Rennie. Please come forward, and I guess for most of you, there is the nerves and the jitters. Well, if the nerves gets the better of you today, well, let it happen today and not next week Friday. He sings in position number 8. And number 8. Yes? We now call on Onassis Charles, King Shabib. We entertain his royalty. He comes.
Number 25.
He sings in position number 25. Kenton Blake. And Kenton Blake would be followed by Nicholas Gilbert. It'd probably be good to know what is it that they're thinking now as they draw. Number 28. So Kenton Blake sings in position number 28. We now call him Nicholas Gilbert. And Mr. Gilbert will be followed by Tevin Daniel.
Number 29.
Well, he sings in position number 29. Yes, we now invite Mr. Tevin Daniel. And Tevin Daniel will be followed by Tristan Charles.
Number 23.
So, Mr. Daniel sings in position number 23. Tristan Charles. And if Tristan is not here, I'll call any one of his. Mr. Daniel, feel free. Come and dip on his behalf. So he's dipping for Tristan Charles.
Number 14.
And Mr. Charles sings in position number 14. We move on to Wavell McKee and Ray Samuel. Wavell McKee. That's you? You sure? Okay. I just want to make sure you see if it's startled. Yeah. Right. So, well, let me just let you stretch your legs. Come in and just pull. Can you see me? I know I caught you halfway between somewhere and anywhere. You trying to set you? No. So he's dipping for Mr. Wavell McKee, and Mr. Wavell McKee sings in position 20. Ray Samuel. So I think what we're going to do to make the process smoother, I'm just going to call on Miss McDonald to stand up here with us. So if by chance the artist is not here, she would just. So we move to Ray Samuel. Well, look at who nervous. One little thing he has trying to pick up. So Mr. Ray Samuel sings in position number 9. Kelvin Thomas. We await Mr. Thomas, and again reminding you that this competition was open to all and sundry. There was no age limit. And in case you're wondering if that's why I'm not participating, yeah. Yeah, well, that's the man that closed the show on the evening, Mr. Kevin Thomas. He sings in position 30. Kevon Lewis, followed by Anthony Etienne. So, Ms. McDonald, can you draw for Mr. Lewis? Kevon Lewis. And Mr. Lewis sings in position number 13. Anthony Etienne. Apparently he's not here. Anthony Etienne sings in position number 6. We call Augustine Thomas. Oh, you're right in front. Mr. Augustine Thomas. Smoke Ghosts. Yes, Thompson, yes, cool. He sings in position number 16. Gilbert Jarrow. He's making his way. Gilbert Nero. And as we await, he sings in position number 19. In position number 19. We running through the list. Hickey Charles, followed by Larry Raymond. Mickey Charles sings in position number 17. Larry Raymond, followed by Kobe Aben. Larry Raymond.
Number 21.
And Mr. Raymond sings in position 21. He should be followed by Kobe Aben. And Mr. Kobe Aben sings in position number 27. We have Rolladon Lewis and Andrew Kingston. Let's wait for the number. They will perform in position number 10 next week Friday on the big stage. Sorry, you remember I spoke about the age factor. We moving right along, folks. Time is well spent. Well, okay. We're going to invite young Felix Sadie Phillip, and I think I can well appreciate Felix. I was looking at the wrong person. Oh, they know who. So she's here to dip on his behalf. And so Mr. Felix will perform in position number 15. We get into the end of the list. We're going to invite now Michael Mitchell. Michael Mitchell will be followed by Larry Jason John. Michael Mitchell sings in position number 5. Mr. Mitchell followed by Larry Jason John. And he will be followed by Zidon Alexander. And Larry Jason John sings in position number 22. We should now be having here Zidon Alexander. And he will be followed, he sings in position number 11. We now invite Dwayne Young. And Dwayne Young will be followed by Chad Charles. Again, folks, in case for those of you that's following us, this is happening as you speak, as we see at the Trade Center. And Mr. Dwayne Young performs at position number 12. We now invite Chad Wilson, Rio St. Paul, and Michael Brown to end the cast. Chad Wilson. Mr. Wilson will perform in position number 24. Rio St. Paul. Mr. St. Paul will sing in position number 18. And we have the final on the list, last but not in any way the least, of course we'll do this for formality, which is Michael Brown. She's different from Michael Brown. I'm not even sure what she's trying to pick inside of there. And Michael Brown sings in position number 26. So folks, there you have it, the positions, and we certainly hope and appreciate that you folks would come with your A game on the evening. And for those of you that's here, reminding you, it is happening live. It happened live as you saw it, in case you were wondering. So we want to say thanks to the artists, thanks to all. So, Ms. McDonald, you mind? We just want to go through the list of the. You don't trust me. Right. Okay. So then, that's fine. I have no issues with that. I'll hold the mic for you.
So position number 1, Reggae Atmosphere. Number 2, Shamak Duncan. 3, Moses Ranks. 4, Leonie Patrick. 5, Michael Mitchell. 6, Anthony Etienne. 7, Joshua Redhead. 8, Markinson Reddy. 9, Ray Samuel. 10, Ronaldo Lewis. 11, Zayron Alexander. 12, Dwayne Young. 13, Kevin Lewis. 14, Tristan Charles. 15, Sadie Felix. 16, Augustine Thompson. 17, Mikey Charles. 18, Rio St. Paul. 19, Gilbert Nero. 20, Wavell McKee. 21, Larry Rayburn. 22, Larry Jason John. 23, Tevin Daniel. 24, Chad Wilson. 25, Oshana's King Shabib. I got it right?
Yeah.
26, Michael Brown. 27, Kobe Aben. 28, Kenton Blake. 29, Nicholas Gilbert. And closing the show, number 30, Kevin Thomas.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
23, Kevin Daniel. Yeah.
Tevin Daniel. So folks, thank you, Ms. McDonald.
I just want to say thank you. You know, I always like to say thank you to our sponsors. I mentioned it briefly earlier, but I want to personally thank the people who are supporting us and really contributing to making Spice Up 2024 happen. So I want to say thank you to Spice Mass Corporation, who are facilitating various things behind the scene and really supporting our initiative. They have their own dipping. You'll hear more about who's advancing at what position later on, because they're having their own semi-final dipping today as well. To Flo, thank you so much. Your contribution is, as always, invaluable. We really appreciate you. The National Lotteries Authority, or steadfast partner in most of our initiatives, Deco Industries, and throughout the competition you're going to see some of their refreshments, and so they will be providing as well to make sure we keep up with the heat that is out there. Duty Free Caribbean Holdings, Grenada Planned Parenthood Association, Grenada Trade Center, and some of our support persons or resource persons making Spice Up 2024 happen. Our fantastic, energetic host, Lava Man. He will be bringing the energy, and he wants to see if any of you artists can match his energy. He's our host for the competition. To our judges, and to the crowd who will be coming, like I said before, a big part of the competition will involve crowd support. The judge will be picking some of the finalists, and the crowd will be picking the rest. So you have to be able to energize that crowd to get their support. You have 3 minutes for performance on Friday. So utilize those 3 minutes to the best of your abilities. Every minute counts, so make sure that you get the crowd to rally behind you, because if the judges, if they don't do it, the crowd could probably do it for you. So our host again, Lavaman, he will be our main host or stage host. We also have Prince Charlton Charles. He'll be working along with our sponsors and the crowd for interaction throughout the competition. And Joseph as well will be assisting to make sure somebody just choops. I feel the same way too. I feel the same way too. But Joe will be there. So again, thank you all. I'm rooting for everyone. I could never be a judge because I support everybody. I love music. So I'm really looking forward to Friday. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you. That was the softest troops I've ever heard in my life. Anyway, time is fast spent. I want to again say thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks to each and every one of you for being part of today's exercise. Thanks for being part of today's exercise. Again, before we wrap, for the purpose of the artists and you, the general public, reminding you that you have 3 minutes to perform on stage. The criteria: performance, 40 points, lyrics and originality, 30, melody and arrangement, 20 points, and for crowd response, 10 points, giving you a total of 100 points on the day. So folks, come out. Again, reminding you, the judges, Lavaman on the inside, and Prince Charlton is going to be there. And my boss says I'll be somewhere around the rainbow on the Carenage doing my dude. So to each and every one of us, we say thanks to our technical team, thanks to our sponsors, thanks to you, the artists, thanks to you, the general public, for chiming in, and thanks to each and every one of you, the young artists. I'll see you not somewhere across the rainbow. I see you on the Carenage next week's Friday. This Friday, or today's Monday, this Friday, as we get for round one of the GBN's version of Spice Up the Carenage Soca Monarch. Guys, I'll see you on Friday. Until then, so long everybody.